Ermanni, University of Michigan great Braylon Edwards, and of course, Maz are about to take over on Woodward Sports. Every day, 2 to 4 p.m., it's the best Detroit sports talk on Detroit's best sports network, Woodward Sports.
Hey, let's go. Friday show, November 15, 2024. Ermanni and Edwards with Maz, Woodward Sports Network, woodwardsports.com. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe to Woodward Sports. Join the over 71,000 subscribers we have on that platform. Braylon Edwards, good afternoon to you, my friend.
Ryan, have you ever run into your high school crush? Like later in life or at some point in life? And yeah, that. And everybody's welcome to answer this question. I just thought, Ryan, how you guys doing? I'm glad to be here on this hazy Friday. But it entered my mind. I'm glad I remember Ryan answered. Or do you want me to set the scene for you?
I don't think I have.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was it?
I have a lot of them.
Oh, look at you.
He was hot in the pants.
That's a flex.
A lot of them, man.
That's
I can't
a flex.
limit myself to just one.
Okay, well, I guess it can be any crush. For me, I ran into my high school crush like literally a second ago. Mm-hmm. And just a second ago, I was over
Really?
here. 100%. I was at Moda looking at some clothes, trying to see what I was getting my fall game together. And she was in there shopping for a husband, and I'm like, "It's Nicole." She's 3 years older than me. She was a cheerleader at Martin Luther King High School. And I'm laughing. I'm asking that question because, like, what I imagined as a kid when I was a freshman in high school and I saw this cheerleader that was cheering the varsity on and she was a senior and everybody was, just amazed by her. It's not what she looks like now. Like, I saw her now, I'm like, man, this is my crush?
Yep,
Ugh.
that's how it always
man.
be. That's how it always be.
Damn.
I was like, this was my
That's
crush?
vicious.
Yep.
Savage.
I didn't say it out loud. And I'm glad that I was 3 years younger than her, so I didn't even have to to talk to her, have a conversation. But
that's how you start thinking. Like, damn, what was I thinking about back there?
Man, I was smoking that crack. Man.
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh. Tom Masman, good afternoon to you.
Running any
fellas.
crushes there, Maz?
Oh, man, no. I just got crushed in high school. No, but I wouldn't mind meeting her again. I really would not.
Who was she?
Tammy. It's my high school sweetheart into into my college years.
She's still kicking?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what she's doing. She always wanted to marry a doctor. I'm sure she did.
You're the doctor of, sports knowledge.
Yeah, that's all,
a
buddy.
fact.
That's it.
KG, Pete Spivak, gentlemen, how are you guys today?
Hey, I'm good. If Tyson don't win, we riot.
Doing well, man. Ready for some boxing tonight,
Is
right,
this
guys?
black versus
Boxing,
white?
it's a show.
This is.
Is it black versus white?
Look, we're going to start there. We're going to start
I'm rooting
there.
for black.
And by the way, we're going to talk to Ben Fawkes, who is a sports betting reporter. He's got a Substack channel as well. He's all over the betting for Tyson and Paul. It is an incredible event that I think we're about to see. For anybody over the age of 40 years old, you were lucky enough to understand just what an event, what Mike Tyson was to so many of us. He was a video game. He was the baddest man on the planet. He was a one-man wrecking ball. He was all of these things. If you're under the age of 35, Jake Paul is probably the draw to you.
Nah. I'm 32. No.
Well, you might be one of the rare ones.
Yeah.
I heard the Lady Jane girls talking about Jake Paul on my way in. That's all I got to say. That you're absolutely right.
There's one. Let me tell you, one of the two fighters is getting $40 million, and the other is getting $20 million.
Wow.
Do you know who that is? Who's getting the 40?
I got
Jake
an answer
Paul.
for that.
Jake Paul.
I got an answer for that.
Wow.
My answer to that is we've been having this conversation. It's not that he's getting that because he's the draw over Tyson. I feel as though Tyson, whether it was good or bad, because of his name staying in the press, but Tyson has done a great job keeping his name in the press. Even when S was hitting the fan for him, name was in the press. Then he starts doing. He's done a great job, especially with the rebound. The reason why I'm not mad at Jake getting the 40, Ryan, Jake's getting the 40 because over the last 7 years, Jake has put this boxing promo thing together where he's had the oddliest of individuals fighting the oddliest of individuals. He's got backing behind it. He's garnered attention.
Yep.
He's built this platform up to where you can now have it at AT&T,
Yep.
home of Jerry World, where you get Mike Tyson, 58 years old, into it. Tyson's getting 20 or 60% of zero. It's nothing. Jake Paul created this. He deserves a 40 in this case.
I understand. And look, you are talking to one of the biggest Mike Tyson fans ever created. So I want
Same era as you?
Right. I just want you to know where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
I am no fan of Jake Paul. However,
Same.
I am coming around to the idea of who these influencers are, how this person came to be. Because I remember just a couple of years ago when Mike Tyson fought, was it Roy Jones Jr.?
Yeah, Roy Jones Jr.
It was not in front of 80,000 people.
Yep. It wasn't sanctioned either.
It
was a 5-round exhibition fight.
It was during COVID. It was 2020.
And this essentially is an exhibition fight, too. It's 8 rounds, not 10.
Yep, 14-ounce gloves.
It's 2-minute rounds, not 3-minute rounds. So this is
Yep.
an exhibition, too. I'm just saying there's 80,000 people. I'm not sure Mike Tyson, kill me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Mike Tyson could fill up an 80,000-seat stadium today.
It's the production.
Probably true.
It's the production value. And you're 100% correct. I don't think he could without the production. And the production is Jake Paul. For whatever you want to say about him, whether you don't like him, you do, blah, blah, blah. Jake Paul understands this society, and that's what you're talking about. It's the influencer space. You can do whatever you want to do in this world today, United States of America. All you need is a computer. All you need is an idea, and you rock and roll from that. He's created this.
Yeah.
Like, I remember watching him as an influencer. I was like, there's no big buzz behind this. And then there was the first fight where he fought the other influencer, and he actually lost the fight.
Yeah. No,
And it was his brother.
He won.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, that was Logan.
That
He
was
fought
Logan. That was the
Floyd.
very first one.
Yeah.
And now here we are years later. But he's put that work in. He's garnered the crowd. And like you said, there would be no Tyson in 80,000 if it wasn't for this influencer, Jake Paul.
I cannot even fathom. I cannot even imagine Iron Mike Tyson losing to Jake Paul tonight.
He's 58,
I
bro.
can't. I know.
It don't
I understand
matter.
that. Now, I went through probably over the last 2 hours. I don't know why I'm fascinated by Tyson. That's probably why. But I could not find one boxing person that even thinks remotely that Tyson has a chance tonight. That is like it feels like, and I tweeted this out a little while ago. My thought, there's no way Tyson could lose to this kid.
No.
And every single person that knows anything about boxing, it's Tyson's got no shot tonight against this guy. And it's really remarkable to see. And if you look at the betting numbers, and we're going to talk to Ben Fawkes about this coming up, it is all the tickets are on Tyson. All the money is on
Jake Paul.
Jake
Paul,
Paul.
yeah.
2-1 favorite.
Yeah, and even higher than that now. Wow. So it's pretty remarkable. But Mike Tyson is just one of those iconic figures in sports, in American sports. And I'm so glad we're going to get to see another fight tonight. I hope it's a fight. I hope it's not a show. Maz, you keep calling it a show. And maybe it is. You know, Matt Leinart tweeted out today. He saw the script. He saw a leaked script for this fight tonight. And he is hoping that is just a bunch of BS and not true. So we'll see.
Let me say something.
Please do.
Okay.
Please do.
Never in my all my years in sports business, 28 this November, 28 years in doing this.
Man, you old.
I never in a million years would have thought I would lead a show off with this crap, to be honest with you. Okay? To me, it's crap.
But at the same time, could you admit that this is the biggest event happening today?
Yeah, on this Friday?
Yeah.
I'll watch
This weekend.
If I was home
weekend.
tonight, and I'm not going to be home, I would have tuned it in at about 9 o'clock,
Yep.
9:30, 10 o'clock on Netflix. Because I pay for Netflix, and they're giving it to us on Netflix, like HBO used to have real boxing. That's a date to me. This, if I'm home,
Saturdays at 8.
I watch Top Rank Boxing still. This to me it's a joke, but it's become this guy, like Braylon said, he has made himself into a celebrity. This Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I don't know anything really about the Hall brothers. I just know they make a lot of money and they date a lot of gorgeous women. That's all I know. You know what? I wouldn't mind being them one day.
Jake,
But Mike Tyson, as a 58-year-old man, he got beat in his 40s. He got beat in his 30s at the end of his career. He was all done. He was washed up.
Right.
He was beaten man. And I got some sound to play for you.
Yeah.
He's still out there, man. He's still way out there. He'll always be way out there. Look what he did. He's in the freaking my girl's favorite movie, The Hangover. The guy reinvented himself, and I love him. I do. He was a great athlete and a great boxer, amazing boxer. And to me, this is like a dog and pony show, and I don't like it. But like I said, if I was home, I'll flip it on and laugh about it.
Yeah, man. Now, I appreciate the old school vibe because that's where I grew up in. So I understand where you're coming from. But I'm with Ryan on this one. This is the #1 viewing event this weekend. It's going to be over football. It's over the NFL. It's over in the NBA.
Ain't over NFL.
It will be in terms of the viewings. No game this week will score higher than what this fight is going to do.
Yeah, you're
because
right.
it's the world we live in.
Yeah, you're right.
And Jake Paul helped create that.
The girls are going to watch it. The Lady Jane's gang's going to watch it. All my kids are going to watch it. They're going to watch it.
I look at it like this. Look, Mike Tyson can box, and you're right. He lost on the way out. Mike didn't care about boxing. Mike was paying bills, and he admitted that over the over. I think there is a different level of intention. I think there's a different level of seriousness with Mike in this fight. But there's also 18 extra years on his life, so I think it is going to be interesting. I just don't know what I'm going to see tonight. I'm going to err on the side of old school. I mean, I think Mike is going to do what Mike does. I think they draw it out, and then I think Jake Paul wins on decision.
8
rounds, 2-minute rounds.
Yeah,
it's not going to go to distance.
Let's take a look back.
First of all, before we take a look back,
Mike Tyson doesn't care who he's talking to. When he does an interview, when Mike does an interview, he don't care if you're a 30-year-old girl or if you're a 13-year-old girl interviewing you about legacy. This is Mike talking to a 13-year-old.
In your return to the ring for this fight, you are setting a monumental opportunity for kids my age to see the legend Mike Tyson in the ring for the first time. So after such a successful career, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego. Legacy doesn't mean nothing. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. Someone said that word and everyone grabbed on the word, so now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over. Who cares about legacy after that? What a big ego. So I'm going to die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great. No, we're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing. Our legacy is nothing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That is something that I have not heard before, someone say that as an answer.
Can you really imagine somebody say, I want my legacy to be this way when you're dead? Why do you want somebody to, you think somebody really wants to think about you? What's the audacity? I think, I want people to think for my kids, maybe, or grandkids.
Yeah, true.
This is what gives me hope about this fight. You're talking about one of the most brutal assassin boxers of all time, Iron Mike Tyson, still labeled the baddest man on the planet. There could have been a fix-in. There could have been a script, as Matt Leinart maybe leaked out. He would know about it. He lives in Hollywood.
Tyson ain't the one, though.
But one thing about Mike Tyson, what did you just say, Maz, in so many words? He has always been unpredictable. And now you put this animal in this space where you got referee stepping on his foot before the weigh-in and you get a slap. Like, people are starting to think that this is selling. This is a movie script. This is an aspect of it. I don't know, man. You flip that switch on for somebody like Iron Mike. Sometimes it's hard to dial it back in to get the script back on track. You're gonna see some stuff.
No doubt about it. Hey guys, let's go to the VMix line now and bring in a guy who I have followed for a while on social media. His name is Ben Fawkes. He's a sports betting reporter. Great stuff. He's got a Substack, bfawkes, Fawkes 22, bfawkes22, substack.com. Ben, how are you? Thanks so much for the time, my friend.
Yeah, doing well. Thanks for having me, guys.
We are fascinated by this fight. I've been following.
Can't stop talking about it.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by the fight. How much money is being bet on this fight? It seems like there's a lot of interest when it comes to this fight in terms of gambling perspective.
Yeah, it's really wild. Like, you think of, just a random kind of weekend in November, right? Generally, you're talking about NFL, college football, maybe a UFC fight. Oh, by the way, there's UFC 309 this weekend as well, right? How much John Jones's return and all of that. Like, that's a big deal usually. Yeah. This has really dwarfed that in terms of interest. I talked to one bookmaker earlier today. he had more money written on this fight than on any individual NFL game so far this week. Right now it is Friday, right? So a lot of the money tends to come in on Saturday and Sunday, and obviously the fight happening tonight. But that's still pretty wild in terms of that. We've seen one better in Michigan, at Caesars, where you guys are, $1 million on Jake Paul at minus.
Hold on, Ben. Don't put all my business out here. Don't put my business out there,
Right.
Ben.
Was that you, Braylon?
I don't want people to know. I don't want people to know.
I just said one better. I didn't say who it was.
There you go.
Right. Hey,
Could
Ben,
be anyone.
Ben, I feel like I've seen this number on Paul grow. I feel like there's so many people betting on Tyson, but you see all the respected money coming in on Paul. Is that true?
Yeah, so we have this a little bit similar, if you remember, years ago with the Mayweather-McGregor fight, right? Mm-hmm. And this was something where Floyd Mayweather was never a favorite at, minus 500, minus 400. That was just way too low. Usually he was minus 1,000, minus 1,500, minus 2,000 up there. And so professional bettors couldn't believe that the number was being pushed down because so many people were betting on McGregor at plus 400, plus 500, plus 350, these insane numbers. But the liability for sportsbooks adds up really quickly because obviously if somebody bets $100 at 5-1, the liability is $500, right? So that's much more than if somebody bet $500 on the favorite. And so that liability adds up quickly, and that's why the line moves. And we've seen similar things here with Jake Paul. Really, at most books that I've spoken with, the sharper bettors, the professionals like Jake Paul, one bookmaker said really anything under $3, they think that's kind of a steal, right? So anything under minus 300, minus 250, minus 210. I think at BetMGM earlier today, I saw minus 190 on Paul. So there's just a lot of money on the underdog Tyson. And so they are trying to balance that a little bit and entice some people because they don't want to have that big of a potential decision. Obviously, I think bookmakers are expecting Jake Paul to win. But the vast majority of tickets, at some books as high as 90% of the bets are on Tyson to win this fight.
Ben, thanks for coming and joining us on the show today. Pause on that. You talk about the numbers. You talk about how they're trying to balance the books. What would be a good bet? We have a lot of people that follow our show that are tuned in their book with Caesars Sportsbook. We want to get them some money, give them the best chances and the best odds. What would be some good bets for some of our listeners that you may potentially make or that you're giving out, if you will?
Yeah, so I will say I generally try and get all the information, and that's like what I do on my Substack is give kind of an aggregation of what everyone is doing. I think to me, you're betting on a lightning happening, right, with Tyson. Okay. I think at that number for Jake Paul, that is really, really cheap. So I think probably Jake Paul to win, if you want to have Jake Paul as a TKO. A lot of people are betting on Mike Tyson to win in the first round by knockout, right? Just kind of assuming he's going to come out with all he has, and either he's going to win or not. I think also probably going under, I believe it's under 5.5 rounds, because I just don't think, again, unless Tyson knocks him out in the first round, then great, you cash the bet. And if he doesn't, it just seems like he's going to get tired, and at some point, Jake Paul probably will knock him out. He is, what is he, 30 years younger? Like, at some point, I think that will happen. It's hard to believe this goes the distance and that Tyson is in good enough shape for that. But that would at least be my take.
Okay, I like it.
So if I wanted to bet, hi Ben, it's Maz. If I wanted to bet on Tyson first round knockout, what are my odds right now?
+5.
I would have to look it up, but
It's okay. You don't got to look it up. What would be your guess?
My guess is it's probably like 5-1.
Okay, so 5-1.
Maybe higher.
That ain't bad. That's not bad at all, because the only way that he's going to win this fight is by a knockout. He's not gonna, like you said, the kid's not gonna slow down. The kid wants to take it the distance. Actually, he'd probably love to knock Tyson out. I don't see Tyson quitting in this fight. I don't know, man. Can this thing go the whole thing, the whole distance?
I mean, look, anything can happen. I think
1,200.
Part of it also is how much, it is a sanctioned fight, right? And it's the 8 rounds and different gloves and all that, 2-minute rounds. I think the main reason why people weren't loading up heavier on Mayweather-McGregor years ago is just saying how much of this is a show and a spectacle and how much of this is kind of a real event, right? And so that's the concern. You're not really worried about that when, Alabama and LSU are playing. It's a little different when it's Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. There's a 30-year age difference, and it's streaming on Netflix, right? So it's not something I would probably use a ton of my bankroll on if you want to throw a couple bucks here or there on it. But that would be my recommendation, is just probably have a couple bucks on it, enjoy the fight, and kind of see what happens. But I do think either way, I do think Jake Paul wants to knock him out, or Mike Tyson, if he's going to, it is going to be early, because I just don't see him having the stamina to last that long.
Hey, Ben, one more on this fight in particular, and this is just getting a look at Ben's Substack right now. Again, you can follow him on Twitter, on X, at bfawkes22, and then, of course, subscribe to his Substack channel, bfawkes22.substack.com. Kind enough to join us here. I want to make sure we get that out. You've covered sports betting for a while, obviously the 4 major sports, and then you've got UFC. Can you remember a big bet boxing match like this? I mean, I just think back, I can't even think of, boxing has fallen so far below our radar. I can't even think of a fight that I've been excited for. Maybe it's a show, maybe it's an event, whatever it becomes. I can't remember the last time I felt like this for a boxing match.
Yeah, I don't remember the year. I think there was a Canelo and Mayweather fight, and I think there was a Pacquiao Mayweather. Those were the two I at least remember at ESPN that we kind of devoted more coverage on the betting side to those. But honestly, it was Mayweather-McGregor. I think there were 7 or 8 individual $1 million plus bets on that fight, and just a massive amount of money on that fight. But again, that's kind of a crossover fight, right? It's not really a traditional boxing fight. So to your point, it has kind of fallen off. I think generally people don't want to fight each other. They want to get those records up, kind of like Mayweather did, and it's caused in a different way, unlike MMA, right? UFC, where the top guys are going against each other in general. And so I think that's led to more excitement for that sport and a little of a decline for boxing.
Hey, Ben, before we get you out of here, you got anything on the NFL? You seen any big bets coming in this weekend? I know our Lions are 14-point favorites. That's a huge number. Obviously, the big game between the Chiefs and the Bills. Patrick Mahomes is an underdog. What have you seen this weekend so far in the NFL?
Yeah, I mean, Patrick Mahomes, I think 12-1-1 against the spread as an underdog. As you would expect at BetMGM, the number one bet is Chiefs +2, both in terms of amount wagered and the number of bets. And I think the number one bet overall they have is Chiefs money line, just seeing the Chiefs as a dog. A lot of people, the public on the Vikings, about 80% of bets, -6 at the Titans, and a lot of people on the Packers as that road favorite at the Bears, just seeing kind of what the Bears have been going through the last couple of weeks after the Hail Mary, and the Packers, looking kind of to make that playoff push. I think a lot of people see that potentially as a free bingo square, and a ton of money on your Lions too. I'm seeing 13.5 at some books, 14, 90% of the money, about 80% of the bets. I think they could make that number just about anything, 14, 13.5, and people are going to bet it. I think the Titans are about 1-8 against the spread as well, which doesn't help.
Ben, if you had to bet a Super Bowl champion right now, who are you putting your money on?
Man, that's a great question. I think the Niners is probably where I would look. I do think the Packers have an opportunity. I am a Vikings fan. I would not put my money on the Vikings with Sam Darnold still as our quarterback. But I think in general you want to find a team that you think is a little undervalued. And I think the Niners, just based on kind of their record and what we think they'll be, they haven't shown it necessarily this season, but they've been in this position before. So I would say the Niners, or if you really believe in the Bengals, it's a much longer shot. The Bengals as well, just because they've been there. They have beaten Kansas City. They have to win this game against the Chargers this weekend, though, to make it.
Ben, thanks so much for joining us on quick notice. Really appreciate it. You have a great follow on social media, and of course your Substack is great too. So I encourage everybody to head on over and subscribe as well. Thanks so much, Ben. We appreciate you,
Thanks,
buddy.
Ben.
Ben, appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Anytime.
Thank you.
We'll see you
got
again,
it.
man.
Absolutely.
Great guest.
So there you have it. Yeah, I mean,
Drop some gems on
he's
us, man.
fantastic.
He reminds me of my cousin Richie.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he's a Jersey guy.
He
Brooklyn kid.
he feels like a Jersey kid to me. New York guy.
Hey, before we move off this Tyson fight, just a couple of more sound bites from Tyson.
You're so stupid.
Let's just run down these. We start with the natural-born killer.
Final thing, I presume that Mike Tyson is watching this right now. Is there anything you want to say to him?
Mike, I love you, but this is my sport now. It's an honor to get in the ring with you. I'm so honored. You're a legend, but I'm going to take your throne, brother.
There's a fundamental difference between me and Jake. He's a manufactured killer. Television and papers made him a killer. He's manufactured. I'm a natural-born killer. That's the difference.
Outside of the fans watching and all the eyes on you, I'm sure the most important ones are your family. Your kids are out here. Everyone's coming in to see you on Friday. What does it mean to have family with you?
Well, it's the family's everything. But my kids, to my children, I'm nobody. But that night they're gonna find out their father's very special.
What would you lose if you lose this fight? Thank you.
I'm not gonna lose.
But you say that in the last minute of the second.
I am not
countdown.
gonna lose. Did you hear what I said?
Thank you.
Oh man, I got Tyson all day in this
All
one.
day, plus
the
money
Nature
on him.
Boy, Ric Flair, has just tweeted, "Today is your big day, LFG, Mike Tyson. I'll be in your corner. We will party all night long to celebrate when you win."
That's a lot of white at that party.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to do a little fill in the blank Friday. Fill in the blank Friday. Fill in the blank Friday. We'll do that next, but first a message from Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential. Now they also have fitness that fits into your budget. Well, actually, they always have, but you just didn't pay attention. So we got to remind you, it's fitness that fits into your budget with over 50 metropolitan Detroit locations. It's the gym for you. Everybody goes there. Everybody frequents there. The rates are up. The numbers are up because people enjoy their experience when they're at Planet Fitness. It's a clean gym. There's a training with every membership, and there's no judgment around. So Planet Fitness, simply put, is the gym for you. You see the purple.
That's a fact, man. And I might be cracking this after a Mike Tyson victory tonight. I mean, I've been telling people all year about this, but 1800 Tequila, man, y'all know what it is. The official tequila Woodward Sports Lions watch parties and post-game show. Join 1800 Tequila and Woodward Sports every single Lions weekend live at Hayes Social in Shelby Township and celebrate all the wins with smooth 1800 Tequila. Proud sponsor of your and our Detroit Lions. 1800 Tequila, the best taste in tequila. And please, y'all, drink responsibly.
It's the New Holland Brewing Company Lions pregame watch party. Every Lions home game live from Second Best Bar, Detroit. Enjoy the pregame hype with a live broadcast every week with Woodward Sports personalities like Neil Rule, Sean Belegian, and the Heavyweights. Brought to you in part by Sabbath Coffee and Les Stanford Automotive. Great drinks like Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, Tangerine Space Machine, Taller Long Drink, great environment, and even better food. It's the New Holland Brewing Company Lions pregame watch party live from Second Best Bar, Detroit. Brought to you in part by Sabbath Coffee Roasters and Les Stanford Automotive. Come get some.
You're an ugly guy. That's okay, because you have a hot girl on your arm. Now Woodward Sports and Les Stanford want to reward you for outkicking your coverage.
I am ugly as by traditional standards.
That's right. If your significant other's hotter than you could win tickets to the Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So find the best pic of her with the average-looking you and post it on X or Instagram. Make sure you tag at Woodward Sports and follow us to enter. We'll announce the winner November 25th, then you and your much better looking lady will get tickets to watch Dan Campbell and the Kneecappers.
We're going to buy the kneecap off.
Inside of Ford Field on Thanksgiving. So find the best pick of her and the worst pick of you. And show us all how you outkicked your coverage.
Mama said you ugly. Hey!
From Woodward Sports and Less Network for the city, by the city. Woodward Sports is Detroit Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
The most talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Hey guys, dreaming of a new home but feeling into financial pinch? Well, Mark White and his team, Mark White & Associates, your trusted real estate experts, are here to help you. Mark White and his team will pay up to $5,000 of your closing costs. That's right, $5,000 right off the top. Call Mark White & Associates today, 248-290-8242. You try them online as well, markwhitesells.com. Again, that number, 248-290-8242 to make your dreams come true.
And let me tell you about Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, enjoy a $20 haircut special, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Take advantage of the $20 haircut special. Just scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome. A little bit of breaking news regarding the Detroit Lions. Quarterback Carlton Davis said he broke his thumb in practice yesterday, battling Amon-Ra St. Brown at the line of scrimmage. It is a clean break. He's going to cast it up and play through it. He'll play with the club.
Well, good news about it, we've seen this happen many times throughout the NFL. I've seen it happen. I've had teammates do it. You break your thumb, they put you in the cast. Look, they're not known for catching the balls anyway.
Right.
So
he had two last week.
He did, but if you can defend it, we'll be fine. And so he still can defend these passes. And, hey, he's a hell of an athlete. Maybe all he needs is one hand. So it doesn't bother me. Receiver, now we got issues. DB, not so much.
Yeah, so Lions and Jags this week. Big favorite are the Detroit Lions. A 14-point favorite against the Jags.
But that just lets you know that's something to think about. Think about this. Carlton Davis II, after a huge win against the Texans, now they're 8-1. They're the number one team in the NFC. Look at the intention in practice. Still hard, like still going after it. Still getting after it, trying to become the best, like not taking it for granted. That you're sitting at 8-1. A lot of teams are 8-1. I've been on it turns into a little bit of an easier situation, and then you get popped, and then you don't know what happened. Kudos to Dan Campbell. Kudos for this team. Still, one's against one. Carlton Davis II versus Amon-Ra St. Brown. This is what it takes to win. I hate that he broke it, but it's good that they're still getting it in.
I think it's just some sound, if we could. This is Dan Campbell talking about the team. You know, this is one of those teams. I'm not sure there's a closer team in the NFL. I mean, this locker room is incredible. Here's Dan Campbell talking about the team camaraderie.
But to be able to put your ego aside for the guy next to you, and you say you care about him, well, you care about him enough to do everything it takes to get on the field and do your job and produce. And it should break your heart when you don't finish for a player next to you. You don't finish you don't chase the ball down and it turned into something bigger than it needed to be, or you're not in the gap you're supposed to be in. And those should drive you and motivate you not to let the guy next to you. And that's the common thread in all great teams, man. That's how they function. That's how they work. It's how they practice. And they hold each other accountable. Like at some point, the coaches don't say anything. Like they're on each other's ass in a good way. And that's what we've got right now. We have that type of team, that type of players.
Ryan, that's championship football. Like, those are the teams that get to the dance. Those are the teams that stay consistent. You know, when I was with the Browns, you know, after practice, guys go and do their own thing. Guys are excited to get off the field. Guys are trying to get back home to their wives or to their video games, or they're eager to leave the facility. You know, there was no holding each other accountable. There was none of that because you're a losing team. When I was with the Jets, when I was with the 49ers, when I was with the Seahawks in the Legion of Boom years, you're watching guys, you're sitting down and you're like unlacing your cleats, and then you see Golden Tate going back to the jug machine. You know, you see Richard Sherman going back out there to get some reps in with Doug Baldwin and see how things look. And now you're like, I got to strap my you-know-what back on. It's time for me to go out there and get on the jug machine. It's time for me to run some extra routes. When you're on a team like that, where the culture is winning, when the culture is selfless, when the culture is family, you don't want to let that guy down to the left. You don't want to let that guy down to the right, because you see the work that they're putting in. They're putting work ultimately so that they're better at their job, so that you can be better at your job, so that when it comes February, you guys are hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. Like, that's winning football, and I've seen it. I've seen it out of the 49ers who got to the Super Bowl, and I saw it out of Seattle who eventually won the Super Bowl. This is how you do it.
When we had Ben Fawkes on just a few minutes ago, our betting expert, or our gambler, I asked him about the Super Bowl team. He didn't mention the Lions. I think the Lions are the only pick. I know he was giving you picks that are overlays.
And give odds.
Right,
Yeah.
and odds.
Yeah,
I understand
yeah.
that.
He was
But the
giving you a
Lions,
long
I still think they're plus 600 to win the Super Bowl. And to me, that's pretty damn good odds for the best team in football. The only way this team is going to lose, the only way, is if they lose a person or two from this squad. Otherwise, they are running the table. That's all I got to say.
No doubt. And, you know, it's just because of games like this. You know, we're going to do Fill in the Blank Friday momentarily. And one of the questions that I start with is I'm so curious, and I feel like I know the answer to this, but most NFL teams, and I think that's fair to say, most NFL teams who are 8-1 would see this opportunity against the 2-8 Jacksonville Jaguars with a backup quarterback, and they would sleepwalk through this game.
Right.
I absolutely think the opposite in this game. I don't think the Lions are going to sleepwalk through this game. I think they're going to do exactly what they have to do. I think they're going to approach this like professionals, the professionals that they are, and a business trip to Ford Field. And that's who this team is. You talk about the camaraderie. You talk about playing for the guy next to you. And that's this coach, too. This is Dan Campbell talking about how he coaches his coaches, even. This is an organizational situation that these guys have. And one of the reasons why you will see what you will see on Sunday is because of things like this.
Well, number one, because those guys are going to be head coaches eventually, whether it's now, whether it's later, whatever the case is. So it's good for them to see it, you know, and it's also good for them to see the other side of it, you know, to be able to see it from a defensive perspective on managing a game, to see it from an offensive perspective, managing a game. And then you do that and you figure out what's right for you. You know, they know what's right for us because it's the way I see it. Eventually, when it becomes their team, they may see it a little differently. You know, there may be a more conservative approach, there may be a more aggressive approach, but you just want to know that you have all the facts and you know how to, you know, that you're able to put those into your own way of seeing it, you know, and to make the best decision possible. It's been good for us.
There are 3 reasons why the Detroit Lions won't take this game lightly, Ryan Ermanni, and no one has any room to fear. 1, 5 interceptions last week is what Jared Goff has. And I don't care why the interceptions happened or whose deflection or whatever. There were 5 interceptions that went into his stat book. He's not that quarterback this year. He hasn't been that quarterback in a very long time. He's out to show you who he is this year. When's the last time the Lions were at home? You talked about it yesterday.
1 time since October 1st.
You don't think they're excited getting at home at Ford Field? Hear that crowd that has become one of the loudest, if not the loudest sound in the NFL? They're excited to get around there. And then also the first half for defense of that Texans game. Like, the Texans did whatever they wanted to in the passing game. Run game was still sound and still stout. But in that passing game, the Texans looked like the team that C.J. Stroud was last year. That's what they want to clean up on defense. That's what Jared Goff wants to clean up on offense. And they're excited to be back at the crib. It's nothing like being 8-1 and being at home. Like, it's a fun feeling. I have been 8-1 and been at home. It's nothing like it. The crowd goes wild because they know that you're that much closer to the goal they believe in anyway in the Super Bowl.
This is one of the games that I think the regular Joe can go to, because this game will probably be less expensive than all the other games.
I'm going.
Right, you're finally going. You see?
Go with my dad.
You're finally going. All right, the other games you make. The other games you make money on. This game you actually can go and relax and watch your team play. Maybe not stand in too long of a line at Barry's stand to get his cheesesteaks.
This is the preseason game you go to.
That's what I mean. This is it. I'm sorry, Jacksonville. You guys are a mess. You know, I know you're a professional team, but you have no idea what you're walking into.
Yeah, and to make things even better, and I'm sorry if you guys had this clip, don't mean to spoil it, but Ben Johnson coming out challenging the offense, saying we need to pick up the slack. Like, during a game like this, during a week like this, like, I think the Lions are absolutely going to come in here and handle business, man. It's going to look a lot similar to that Titans game, maybe even worse.
And don't forget on defense, you know, you're adding a player.
Yeah.
Big number 99's first game is Detroit Lions. Like, I think this is going to be another shellacking, but I think it looks a lot different than the Tennessee Titans ass whooping. I think this one start to finish on both sides of the ball and special teams.
Talk to me about that, Braylon, because I mean, it just I don't know much about this. You would be the guy to tell.
You know more than you think.
Well, I'm just saying, when you have a defensive player trade, I know for offensive players, especially wide receivers, I mean, you might know 3 or 4 route trees or something like that, but it takes time to develop a relationship with a quarterback. It takes time to learn the plays. It takes time to develop a chemistry. Does the same apply for defensive players, specifically defensive linemen? What's that transition like, do you think?
Yeah, every player has to take time to learn the full scheme to know, like, what is my required assignment on each play within this scheme, within this system, where you want me. And then for a defensive lineman, defensive end, it's the stunts. It's the games that they play. That's when it takes time. It takes 3-4 weeks to learn. How's Lee McNeil? How am I going to work with DJ Reader? What does Aaron Glenn want from me? But in terms of understanding how an offense plays, looking at a tackle's technique, knowing what the down and distance is, knowing what your job is on assignment, going to get the quarterback or holding firm so you're setting the edge. Like, this is like playing football in college for a guy like Darius Smith that's this good, that is operated at this high of a level. So I think he'll be much more effective than most people think in the beginning, but they want to ask him to play and learn that scheme. And now he's doing stunts, and now he's doing games to where it's like, how's he been playing this long? They'll keep it simple, but I think he'll occupy well in that simple space.
All right, guys, we are going to change it up. We're going to do a little fill-in-the-blank Friday. Fill-in-the-blank Friday. You guys ready for it?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Okay, we'll go down the line here. I came up with these questions. We'll see. Maybe they're good. Maybe they're not good, but we'll see what you think.
They're great.
Everybody on the YouTube chat, play along with us. We'd love to see you, okay? Here we go. Question number 1. The Lions will come out blank against the Jags. Braylon, the Lions will come out blank against the Jags.
Fierce. Like, I think KG hit the nail on the head. Ben Johnson called out the offense, and you know the defense wants to clean things up in the first half. I think they come out fierce. This is another statement game. Like, enough of this BSing around and lollygagging. Statement game. So fierce.
Maz?
They're going to come out and blow them out. They're going to blow them right out of the building. It's not going to be Tennessee. Tennessee actually looked like they thought they'd be in that game. This Jacksonville team will be run off the field.
KG?
I'm going to go a little off script. I'm going to say they will come out healthy against the Jazz because that's another key part of this. I mean, the Lions going to come in and handle business for 3 quarters, and then I think we see Hendon Hooker. We see a lot of the backups as they, try to manage to help it and make sure that this team gets to where they need to go to end the year.
And I will say easily victorious against the Jags. Plain and simple, they will cover, and they will handle business, right, guy?
I'm going to say the Lions will come out fired up against the Jags. And as we go to the chat now, AC says heavy, Stephen Baffy, focused, Jordan, aggressive, Rando, on fire, Tommy K, hard, Charles Sullivan, fast and fierce. Good job, guys. All right, question number 2. Jared Goff threw 5 interceptions last week. He will throw blank this week. Maz?
0. He will throw 0 interceptions this week, and maybe 4 touchdown passes. A couple of runs in there as well. They'll be in the 40s today.
KG?
0.
Pete?
I will say 0.
Pete? Braylon?
I like the Sade vibe music, man. It's taking me back to like mid-90s.
I got you.
Yeah, that mid-90s vibe. I'm going to say 1, and I don't think it'd be anything wrong with it. I think it'd just be a good play whoever makes an interception. He's had an interception kind of filled season. I think he does 1, but it's still going to be a great performance.
I'm going to say 1, too.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 1. I think he's going to throw it quite a bit, actually, this week. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know why, but Baffy 0, Hendrick 0, Just a Fan 0. Tommy K says 1. Jason Norman says 250 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jordan Silcock says 0.
You know why I say 1, Ryan, also, too? And it's because, like you said, Mass, he has a short memory. He has a short term. He has a
He don't care.
He has a short memory, and he's coming out. He's not thinking about it like, oh, I can't throw an interception this game, so he's trying to place passes. Right. He's like, shoot, I'm about to let this thing rip.
Let it fly.
And I think you throw an interception, but like Mass say, 4 touchdowns, 275 stat. I think it's that type of game for him.
Blank different Lions will score a touchdown against the Jags. Blank different Lions will score a touchdown against the Jags. Braylon?
Dave Montgomery is number
5.
I think we got 5 touchdowns.
Five different Lions.
I think you got both running backs. I think you have a tight end. I think you have J-Mo and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Okay.
And if that doesn't happen, there'll be some version of that. Khalif Raymond might slide in there for a touchdown, but Brock, and then you got somebody replacing Sam Laporta, Zylstra,
Wright.
5 individuals will score.
He stole my thunder. I was going to say 5, and I was going to name Sione Vaki and Brock Wright, and I expect that maybe even Hendon Hooker to maybe scamper one in late in the 4th quarter. Maz?
Everyone always steals Pete's thunder.
I know, right?
Give me 4. Jameer's going to score twice.
You stole my thunder, man. I was going to say 4 to be different, but I think Monty and Gibbs both get 1 apiece. J-Mo, he needs a touchdown. He hasn't seen the end zone in a while. And give me Tim Patrick, man.
Ooh.
And you'll see a lot of Jake Bates in this game.
Okay, you guys ready for this?
I like Tim Patrick.
Yeah. This isn't stealing your thunder at all. Look for a game from number 14. Like, look for a game from number 14. You say 4, and I get it. Look for Amon-Ra St. Brown to be that 2 touchdown game guy. I can see a big.
I'm not mad at it.
He's due.
Yeah.
He's
you guys ready for this?
Is Allen Robinson playing?
He is playing. I believe he's up. I believe he's
Give him a touchdown as well.
Are you guys ready for this?
You're right.
I'm going to say 7.
Wow.
Yes.
The 2 running backs, Gibbs, Montgomery. Okay. I'm going to say 1 of the tight ends, so Wright or Zylstra.
Yeah.
I'm going to say J-Mo and Amon-Ra.
Jared Goff gets a sneak.
Nope. I'm going to say Craig Reynolds late.
Come on, Craig.
Wow. And a defensive touchdown.
I like
7.
You know what this all means, right?
Yeah.
You know what this means?
Maybe
Jags
Terrian
win?
gets his first one.
Lions score 20. 20 to 3 the final.
IT Hip says 3. Denver Blair says Tim Patrick. Jason 4.
That's another good one.
Rando says Zylstra. Charles Sullivan 6. Rando says 5. Mike Hart, is Laporta playing? No, he's not playing. I don't know if that's official yet until later today.
Right.
4 o'clock. It won't be official, but yeah. Who farted says LMA 7. That's 50 points,
Who
bro.
farted?
That's actually 49 points.
Yeah.
Who farted?
But yeah.
Who's counting?
I think it's going to be one of those 49 to 10 games.
Right.
I really do.
Any missed extra points?
No.
Okay.
No.
Let's check it. My kicker
Don't
last
insult
night
our
missed 2
kicker like
field
that.
goals and 2 extra points.
But, 3 touchdowns in the first half.
Elliott?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
3
horrible.
offensive touchdowns in the first half, 3 offensive touchdowns in the second half, and a defensive touchdown.
We
That's
ain't
what I'm
talking
going
about
with.
that game.
Okay.
What a crap game.
Okay. The Lions D has intercepted a pass in every game this year. They will have blank interceptions this week. Braylon Edwards.
3.
Wow.
Mac Jones.
You need the ball to score points.
That's true.
And if we got them scoring this many touchdowns, they're going to need the ball. Give me 3.
Mac Jones. Give me 2.
Yep.
2 against Mac Jones.
Yep. I got 2 of them and a sack fumble. Wow. We all know who that's coming from.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 as well. I
100%.
think that Kirby Joseph gets a pick 6 is one of those, but 2 interceptions. Right, guy? What do you say?
I'm going to say 0. I'm going to say the streak
0.
breaks this week.
It's Mac Jones in there.
I know. He ain't going to throw it.
Okay. They ain't gonna have no choice.
This the new NFL.
They can't run.
They gonna run Tate Bisbee 40
They don't care
times.
who's at quarterback. You don't be
I'm
throwing
just
the
trying
ball.
to be different here, okay?
I
I'm
hear
just trying
you,
to-
I hear you.
Mark says 3 on Mac. John F. and Lord says 3 interceptions
There
and
it
1
is.
for a pick 6. Tommy K 1. Good job, guys. All right, next question. The NFL game you're looking most forward to. I think a lot of us are going to have this game.
Not me.
Okay.
I'll
I'll start. It's Bills Chiefs.
Bills Chiefs. Come on.
Bills
man.
Chiefs.
That's the
But
one.
there is
AFC.
There are some other good games this weekend. A lot of good games in the NFL this weekend, Maz.
I'm Packers and Bears. You know that.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yep.
Packers, Bears. What other games we got this
There's
week?
a. What about the Steelers and the Ravens?
AFC.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, did you see
That's
this?
gonna be a good
Hold
one.
on, did you see the stat on that? The underdog team in that game is 26-1-1.
Come on.
The underdog in the Steelers-Ravens rivalry is 26-1-1.
Jeez.
The Steelers are going to win this
and
game.
the Steelers are the underdog. And there's something else about the Steelers. And Pete know I'm telling the truth that it's relating to this game. They're 5-0 as a record, and whatever it is. What is it, Pete? What's the 5-0?
They're 5-0 against the spread as a home dog.
One of my locks of the week.
I'm telling you, Steelers. I
Dude,
pay
I'm telling
attention.
you.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
it's
not
going
mad at
down,
it.
baby.
Lock of the week. Steelers.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
game
I'm
I'm
not
looking
mad
forward
at
to
that.
is Steelers-Ravens, baby.
Anyway, so I think I'm
Seahawks,
going with
Niners.
that game. I think I've been brought back into the story of Tomlinson and Russell, and then Lamar Jackson, and this season that he's having. This used to be the game. Even when I played in this rivalry, this division, I didn't care about playing. I don't care about watching Steelers and the Ravens, and it's starting to look fun again.
Yeah, I'd say Bills Chiefs, but if I gotta pick a second, I mean, I guess that Seahawks 49ers. I don't think that'd be a horrible game because the NFC West is up for grabs. So
There you go. All right, moving along here. Michigan blanked the recruitment of Bryce Underwood. Michigan blanked.
Tell everyone the story, basically.
Okay, so there's a report out there that Michigan NIL offered Bryce Underwood, Belleville quarterback, top recruit in the country, $10.5 million over 4 years. Late last night, it was reported that Underwood has declined that and is staying committed to LSU. I spoke with somebody this morning who I trust, and I don't believe it's over yet. I don't believe that Michigan is out of this thing just yet. And I also don't believe some of these numbers that are being thrown around.
Yeah.
How people think they know, and I do think there's a lot of people that just think they.
Anyone can leak a story.
Anybody can leak a story. Anybody can say anything about anything to make yourself look important.
Because you're not right today. No one's right today.
And not only that, but this kid and this family are so tight. Everything is so tight. They're not out there talking.
yeah,
You know, and for a 17-year-old, I know the Instagram post, and then he deleted the Instagram post. And all that. He's a 17-year-old kid who uses social media. It happens. It's not ironclad yet. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you ask me, I'd say Michigan botched the recruitment of Bryce Underwood. And the reason why I say they botched that is they let their arrogance get in the way over the last 3 to 4 years about what they thought they were, about what they thought people would just come to that institution. They did not prepare for this next wave. They did not prepare for the next step. The next step would have been them learning from their mistakes with Dante Moore and going after Bryce Underwood the very whole time that he was at Belleville. They didn't do that. Now they're trying to come in 23.89 hours trying to get the deal sealed. So they botched it, in my opinion, because they could have been ahead of the curve. The kids in your own backyard, and you were winning national championships or getting to the Final Four every year. This was an easy slam dunk for Michigan if they would have done it the right way. So even though it's not over, they botched it because we're behind now.
To me, you can put any word in there. I think the way they handled their coaching decision is the same way they handled this. How do you put a team out that wins 5 games off a national championship? I don't care how many guys are left on that team. I don't care how many coaches left that program. You have showed me a 5-win program this year after being a professional team last year. So to me,
Hey,
I don't
the
think
question was about Bryce Underwood.
I understand that. I'm all bringing it back.
Don't find a way to bring Sherrod up.
They botched that and they botched this.
I'm going to say Michigan was late to the party in the recruitment of Bryce Underwood.
Yeah.
And I think they were late to the party because of the NIL situation. I don't think they were ever fully in on Bryce Underwood because even in Jim Harbaugh's day, he wasn't about the transaction. And now that you have to be about the transaction, I'm not sure they had the resources at the time.
Yeah.
So I think they were late to the party because of circumstances, and they're doing the best they can right now to catch up. Is it going to be too late? Maybe. Maybe not.
Yeah, I would say missed out on. They missed out on the recruitment for a lot of the reasons y'all said. They just got it in the waters too late. But I'm not looking at this as a negative. I think because you did put the number out there and how much it was, kids are actually going to look at this school now as a serious school. They'll look and see, hey, this is a former national champion that is now willing to pay the money. So I think this just goes a long way in terms of them being able to recruit more talent to the school. You might have missed out on Bryce Underwood, but there will be other kids, man. So I'm excited that they're finally in the waters, although they waited a little bit too late on this.
And I would quickly say learned from the recruitment of Bryce Underwood because I think that they will going forward will learn lessons and it can only get better from here, right, guy?
I think Miller Moss will be your quarterback next year for Michigan.
I hope
the kid
not.
from USC.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard something about that.
We'll see. Okay, guys, 2 more. The Pistons have blank you at the start of the pause. The Pistons have blank you at the start of this season. I'll start.
You skipped one, too. Are you?
Oh, yeah, I did skip one. Losing Bryce Underwood will blank Michigan's program. Losing Bryce Underwood will blank Michigan's program.
I think help Michigan's program. I think one that he
and
said
not that they have lost him yet. I want to be very clear on that.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
If they lose him, I think it helped their program in terms of letting them know how to recruit moving forward, what the NIL deals, how you have to be prepared, what type of money you spend. But the other reason I think it'll help them, if you're gonna pay $10 million, Maz, like this is just me calling a spade a spade. If I'm paying $10 million, I'm not paying for an unproven product. Like, if I'm paying $10 million, I'm going into the portal. Like, I'm paying that to a quarterback that I saw do his thing at a notable institution. So I can say, all right, like, when this is Caleb Williams leaving Oklahoma, you know what? Yeah, I'll spend the money on that because I see what that could be. I'm not spending the $10 million package on the high school kid. That
like
also, now I put all these resources in him. He come to my school for a year and say, I'm out.
Exactly.
If I'm spending
like
money,
Quinn Ewers did for Ohio State.
100%.
Never played it down.
And that's the money I'm spending. I'm spending it on Quinn Ewers.
Me too.
Yeah.
I would too. I second
or
what
Joe
Braylon
Burrow
said.
or,
We'll wake up Michigan's program is what I'm going to say.
Kyler Murray, et cetera.
I'm going to say hit hard Michigan's program. And I didn't consider that aspect of it before you guys, so I would come over to your guy. You guys have convinced me.
Yeah.
But I automatically think of Rich Rodriguez and Michigan losing Terrell Pryor. And you then ultimately have to go to Stephen Threet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Take 4 CA.
Because
YouTube sensation.
Terrell Pryor, by not going to Michigan, ruined your program so bad that you had Stephen Threet and Nick Sheridan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody in the chat stole mine. I will say not affect. Because did you really have a kid in the first place? I mean, y'all got in the waters late. You do have a Jaden Davis in the building already, who is a 4-star recruit, was number 9 in the nation last year. And then, like Braylon said, worst case scenario, go in the transfer portal. Right. If you want to pay some money, pay a transfer quarterback.
100%.
Right.
So,
very good.
Yeah.
And I agree with Braylon. Absolutely, it'll help. So go ahead, guys.
All right, 2 more guys. The Pistons have blank you at the start of the season. I'll start. Intrigued me. Is that what you said?
No, I didn't say it yet. That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
It's a perfect answer.
I think you could sweep that.
Yeah,
okay. It's the
that's
perfect
intriguing.
answer.
Yeah,
I'll say impressed.
I'll even put shocked.
Right.
Shocked. I'll say impressed.
The Red Wings season so far has
Come on.
Put me to sleep.
M-E-H, man.
Yeah.
The Red Wings season is completely shocked me.
Yeah. I say underwhelmed.
Underwhelmed.
Oh, yeah.
They've shocked me how bad it is after the way last season ended.
Yep.
And the what you believe you got in the offseason.
Right.
Another year of Derek Lalone. I mean, who has turned out to be miserable.
Yeah, I don't like him as coach. But goaltending got better, though.
Wow. Did it?
Yeah, I mean, Cam Talbot.
What does D-Max say about the Red Wings? You're with him every day.
He's pretty much saying stay the course, but he's not. But he, at the same time, he's not really enjoying the product on the floor right now, or on the ice, should I say?
Yeah.
They're at the Ducks tonight out in California. Who's staying up for that?
Well, we'll be up watching.
We'll be watching
the fight.
Tyson. Yeah.
What time do you think the fight will start? 8 o'clock is Netflix.
11:30.
So I might get home for. Oh, I'll be home for that then.
Yeah, you know they got the undercards.
What are you
then
doing
the actual
tonight, man?
fight.
I'm hosting a benefit at Bishop Foley High School. We're out at
kidding.
Petrozello's, and it's a nice thing, good
that's
fundraiser, and trying to help the kids.
You're a good guy.
Thank you.
You're a good guy, man.
He's a man of the people.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break. When we come back, it is our picks time.
Yes,
we're going to
sir.
do our picks, and we're going to do a Top 10 Thursday
Woo!
on Friday.
Hey,
we're going to
why
do it,
not?
though. But
Why
first,
not?
a message from KDK Law. Hey, got your back. Dealing with divorce, child custody, visitation, other family law issues. Kevin and Catherine at KDK Law in Birmingham will have your back. 10 plus years of experience, 24/7 availability. Scan the QR code on your screen or call 248-971-0476. 248-971-0476. Say Woodward Sports sent you, and KDK will pay your filing fee. KDK Law, hey, got your back.
Who is it?
Dr. Pierce.
Dr. Pierce.
Get it together, man.
Sorry, man. I'm not there today. I appreciate you guys hanging with me today. Anyway, Dr. Pierce, we had him here yesterday. He will keep you in the game. You know it. MichiganSportsAndSpine.com. Joins Big D Energy every Tuesday, and he's with us every Thursday. He will keep you in the game and feeling your best. Got that special sauce, and you know what to do. MichiganSportsAndSpine.com. Give him a call, 248-426-9944. Tell him Woodward Sports sent you.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
You're an ugly guy. That's okay, because you have a hot girl on your arm. Now Woodward Sports and Les Stanford want to reward you for outkicking your coverage.
I am ugly as by traditional standards.
That's right. If your significant other's hotter than you can win tickets to the Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So find the best pic of her with the average-looking you and post it on X or Instagram. Make sure you tag at Woodward Sports and follow us Twitter. We'll announce the winner November 25th. Then you and your much better-looking lady will get tickets to watch Dan Campbell and the Kneecappers.
We're going to buy the kneecap off.
Inside a Ford Field on Thanksgiving. So find the best pic of her and the worst pic of you. And show us all how you outkicked your coverage. From Woodward Sports and Les Stanford. A network for the city, by the city. Woodward Sports is Detroit sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
The most talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
I can go on and on and on about the crispy chicken and the pizza, so I won't. I'll talk to you about the limited time offer that is the Signature Wings. 7 new flavors, Parmesan garlic, but don't you worry, because that lemon pepper is the one. Buffalo teriyaki barbecue. These wings are fire, man. It's football season. You gotta cuddle up with your significant others, some wings, a good game. It's the best thing for the fall, man. Soroki's were the real fan favorites.
And let me tell you about Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, teaming up with Woodward Sports here. They want to reward you for outkicking your coverage. That's right, if your significant other is hotter than you could win tickets to the Thanksgiving Day game against the Bears. Detroit Lions and Chicago Bears. Find the best pic of her with the average looking you and post it on X or Instagram with the hashtag Woodward Tickets. Tag at Woodward Sports and follow us to enter. We will announce a winner on November 25th. Outkick your coverage from Woodward Sports and Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC in Dearborn and Ferndale.
Maz, a question from you from one of my friends. You know Jeff. Jeff says, what's up, fellas? How's it going?
What's up, Jeff?
My best friend Jeff.
How's he doing,
What's up,
man?
Jeff? Jeff's doing well. Jeff's always on the go, man.
He's
always
traveling.
working. Shout out to
He's
Jeff.
the
Jeff
traveling
working
man.
hard, relationship and career-wise. He's also potentially bringing something here to Michigan, man. It's going to be a big move for him. Proud of him. But yeah, she said, how the hell can you watch 162 baseball games a year, but you can't watch the Tyson and Jake Paul fight?
Thanks there, Dave. Hey, Dave, I'm just not looking forward to it. It don't do anything for me. It's like watching the Rockettes. I'd rather watch the Rockettes, honestly. It's a Broadway show.
He said you act like it's not worth tuning into. That's all.
I pay for Netflix. I'll watch it.
WNBA or this fight?
Oh, man, come on. Did you see Caitlin Clark on the golf course?
Oh,
no, I didn't.
It was awesome.
Hit the people in the gallery.
Oh, wow. That was an early shot. That was an early shot.
Yeah, make excuses for her, man. Go ahead.
Hey, all I know is, man, you better duck when you see her on that the links.
It's not her sport.
She had people follow her like she was Tiger
She said,
Woods.
oh my God, I'm sorry.
Well,
But that's what they do with these celebrity outings, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you got to hit a good shot. I had one of those in the Allied Challenge. I ain't gonna lie, it is a little nerve wracking though.
Yeah.
I can imagine, man.
You're a novice golfer.
I was
Even
nervous
pro
for her.
golfers do that. Yeah.
All right, Maz, time now for the picks.
All right, fellas.
I'm going to let you take over here like you do each and every week.
All right, we got last week, KG. We'll
Who's in
continue.
first?
Kenny's got 47. I've got 42.
Right here,
Braylon, 37.
my worst
Ryan,
week.
34. Pete, 32. So we go into week number 11. First game,
I'm game.
NFC North, NFC Central, black and blue division. It's the Packers at the Bears. The Bears are getting 5 points at home, Ryan.
I'm taking the Packers. I think the Bears are done. I think it's over for Chicago.
New offensive coordinator.
Washington broke them, and that's it. Dunzo. Pack.
Go ahead, Bray.
I want to bet on the Bears so bad.
Don't do it.
I want to bet the Bears so bad. So I'm going to take the Pack. Yeah, I think it's over with. Also, too, as you look at the Bears, they wanted to bench Caleb Williams, but they can't bench Caleb Williams. It's a bleep show.
Pete?
I'm taking the Pack.
I am done with the Bears. I've declared war on the Bears after they let me down 2 weeks ago at Arizona. And so it's the Packers tonight, my friends.
Me too. Pack, of course. Kenny?
Yeah, I can't in good conscience pick the
clean
Bears.
sweep.
Can't in good conscience.
That
man.
number's
Packers
very
in a
close to
landslide.
the 5.5.
Yeah, clean
It's
sweep.
5. You know the
Packers
magic
landslide.
number, 5.5.
That's usually on the road team, though, that's
But if
getting that
if it jumps to 5.5 on Sunday, I'll be a little worried. But it's
come
5.
down.
We're all
Might come
taking the
down.
Packers.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Eberflus flyer.
We got the Vikings at the Titans. Titans have Will Levis back at quarterback. Titans are a home dog. They're getting 6, Braylon.
Oh, man. Like, the Vikings don't look like the same Vikings team. They don't look as exciting. They only scored 12 points last week.
Yeah, 4 field goals.
And a
If-
horrible
3
win.
4.
If you ain't going to do it, I am. Just to let you know right now.
Look, man, they may not win, but I think I'm going to take the Titans with the +6.
Titans at home.
I'm going to take the Titans in the +6.
Pete.
Tell you what, this is one of those weird games where Mayonnaise Boy actually may get something correct. I'm going to take the Titans and the +6
Kenny.
on this one.
Easy money. Give me the Titans and Will Levis, man. Easy money.
Pete, you took the Titans, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I said Mayonnaise
I
Boy.
took the Vikings.
Give me the purple gang. They're going to blow their doors off.
Yeah, let me.
Minnesota for me, too.
Is it too late to switch?
No.
No.
Are you switching or no?
Yes.
Okay, you're switching?
Y'all let me switch.
So Pete and Kenny have the Titans.
Yep.
Good.
The rest of us have the purple
I need a
gang.
game on Kenny.
Hey, tonight we ride, Pete.
I know, dude. We got it, baby.
You're going to ride right off a cliff.
Yeah.
Colts
We'll see.
at the Jets. This is an old AFC East battle. Jets are, I can't believe the Jets are favored. The Jets are 4-point favorites, Pete.
Let's see. For that one there, Tommy, hang on. Let me fix my camera here. The Jets
This game stinks to high hell.
and Colts.
I wouldn't touch
There
it
we
with a
go.
10-foot pole.
Give me the Colts at -4 for that one there, Tommy boy.
+4. The Colts are
I'm
+4.
sorry, yeah,
right?
I want the points. +4,
Are you-
Tommy, with the Colts.
Yep.
+4.
Go ahead.
I'm not a believer in Anthony Richardson and the Colts, but I'll tell you, the Jets should not be 4 point. They might not score 4.
I'm
Right.
trying to tell you.
Give me the Colts.
You taking the Colts? How about you, Bray?
I'm taking the Jets.
Okay. How about you, Ken?
You already know who I'm picking.
Who?
Come on. When have I ever picked Aaron Rodgers?
All right. Give me the Jets as well.
I don't believe in that
Me
mess.
and Bray.
That BS.
They want you to take the
New
Colts.
York. Sorry,
both,
Bray.
It's both
Pete,
horrible.
who you got?
I said Colts. Colts
both
up
horrible.
+4 for sure.
You
All
suck
right.
either way.
One of the games of the day, Ryan's best bet, he says.
Best bet.
Ravens at the Steelers at 3 Rivers. It's not 3 Rivers, but I'll call it that. Steelers getting 3 at home. Ryan
Ryan's
calling.
Pittsburgh is my best bet of the weekend.
Okay.
Outside of Detroit, but we'll get to that later.
Now, were the Ravens off last week?
No.
No, he played the Bengals. That was the Thursday night game.
Oh, wow.
So they've
Okay.
had 10. Yeah, they've had.
All right. So they've had 10 days off.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bray. Your choice.
Look, man, you guys are starting to get me to believe in the numbers, and the numbers say 26-1-1, the underdog in this game, and that's the Steelers. I'm gonna go with the underdog. Take
Pete.
the Steelers.
Going with the underdog, the Steelers. Bray and I talked about it earlier. You got to roll with what history tells you. Take the Steelers +3, Tommy.
Kenny.
In my heart of hearts, I really do feel like the Steelers could win this game. But give me the Ravens. Give me the Ravens.
Me too.
Okay, Maz.
Give me Baltimore.
That one right there is that's gonna be a dangerous one.
You got to bet with your head,
That
not your
one
heart.
hurts.
Give me Baltimore.
Got it. Gave you Baltimore.
Seahawks at the 49ers. NFC West. Well, they're battling for second place right now. 49ers, a 6.5-point favorite. I'll go first. Give me the Niners to blow their doors off.
Yeah, CMC's back. He looked good. You can put me down for the Niners as well. Sometimes all it takes is that spark. 23 is that spark for the 49ers.
Kenny.
Niners might win this game, but I'm not liking this spread. Give me the Sea Chickens.
You always take the Seahawks.
They
You've done
they
well
stay
with
in
them.
games.
Yeah, you've done well with
They
them,
stay
Ryan.
in games.
I just haven't bought into the Niners all year. We've
Thank
been
you.
waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. We're gonna wait a little bit more.
Yeah.
In Seattle.
Let's
And
go.
Pete, you got
I'm going to go the
dollar
opposite
bid
way,
here.
and since I'm definitely going to take the 49ers, I think the 49ers are going to make a little second half run here, and it starts at home against Seattle, Tommy.
Agreed. All right, here's the supposed game of the week. It's the Chiefs at the Bills. CBS is selling out, man. They have got this is like their lifeline game of the year. All their commercials, they spent extra money on them. This is their game. Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. Tony! Bills favored by 2. You heard all the numbers earlier. We told you. The Chiefs as an underdog is amazing. The Bills are 2-point favorites. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first, but I'll start with this. This is what you need to know about this game. Amari Cooper is out. Keon Coleman is out.
Cooper's out?
Why you tell me that?
Cooper's out. Keon Coleman's out. Dalton Kincaid is
He's out.
And the kicker,
Knox is starting.
And the kicker, Bass, he's struggling. He's struggling.
on,
So
dog.
just know that about your Buffalo Bills before you choose them. I'm going to go with the Chiefs regardless of all that news. This is just one of those games that's built for Patrick Mahomes, especially after that win that they should not have gotten last week. I think they ride the wave. I'm going Chiefs.
Yep.
Ryan.
Chiefs money line is the most bet on bet this week in the NFL.
I know.
It is almost an automatic every time.
This is a hard
Patrick Mahomes is an underdog. However,
I'm not mad at it,
It's not
Ryan.
now, it's never.
I'm not mad at it, Ryan.
Buffalo will win the game. I'm going with Buffalo and Josh Allen. I almost said Josh McCown. Josh Allen to win the game. If not now, then never. And also, I just think it's nearly impossible to go unbeaten in a year. They will lose a game this year. And if they are going to lose one, it's going to be this one.
Pete, I'm going to let you go first, but you have to explain why you misspelled Chiefs.
Because I did it on the fly. Because I did it on the fly. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Hang on, man.
Remember, I
Sometimes
before
when I get
E,
very, very busy,
except after C.
You got description
I
at the bottom
before
too. Come on,
E,
Pete.
except after C.
Like that, man. That was dirty
Get it
business.
together, Pete. Come
Tommy,
on now.
I'm a very
dirty
busy
work.
man pre-show, bro.
I know, Pete.
Anyway, is it up to me?
Yeah, it's all yours.
Okay, I'm definitely, you give me an opportunity to take points with Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to do it. Plus, here's a little tidbit. They're the referee crew this season.
They're always for the Chiefs.
Obviously, but all time, they've never lost. All time with this. I think they've lost. The Chiefs have only lost once with this referee crew. So give me the Chiefs on the road.
I'll take Kansas City as well.
Wow.
I don't like it, but I'm taking them. I hate it, as a matter of fact.
If the Chiefs was at home, this would be an
like
automatic,
picking
man.
against
But they can't keep winning, right? I mean, this is Josh Allen at in Bills Mafia. Like, I gotta go Bills, regardless of the injuries, man.
KG, you're on the right side.
I'm willing to sacrifice this game. I am.
I just want to know how many times are we going to say it has to be now for Josh Allen and the Bills over Mahomes.
Hey, I hear you.
Every time they play.
You told me those injuries.
And I'm not talking stuff, though, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I
still
get
the
you.
number is
I
the
get you
number.
100%. I'm in the same camp.
The
but
numbers ain't playing.
like Ryan said, it's now or
and
never.
neither are half of Buffalo Bills.
That's what I'm saying. You
stars.
sold me.
Hey, Khalil Shakir, 100-yard game.
I like it.
Cooper
No
might.
touchdown.
There's another good game. Bengals on the
I'm willing to
ropes.
sacrifice it.
They must win. They are at Jim Harbaugh, the Fighting Harbaughs. Harbaugh favored by 1.5. Cincinnati coming in as an underdog, Kenny.
This was the hardest game to me on this slate. I still don't really know what I want. Can you come back to me?
No.
I'll start.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. Appreciate you.
I got conviction here. The Fighting Jimmies. You see it? This is special. What he's got is special in L.A.
Can I show you something?
Yeah.
Hey, Pete, play finally the Jim Harbaugh cut.
Hang on a second here.
We've been having it all week.
Yep.
This
Here
is
you
Jim
go,
Harbaugh.
buddy.
Okay, this is.
Damn it! Damn it!
You want both?
Mike's ain't up, by the way. I mean, Mike's are up.
You don't want to drop passes.
Balls are coming out good. I suck today. No, you're good. My bad. Balls are coming out good.
10 seconds to the next video.
Spinning good, Justin.
Thanks, Pete.
Yeah, right. I said Mike's is up.
Wow. Coming out clean, huh? Spinning good, Justin. Wow. Coming out clean, huh? Put it wherever he wants right now. Ready, fire, 10. Nice shot, 10. Ready, fire, 10. Yeah.
You didn't have to play the next one. It's okay. This is enough. The other one was just a little longer version of this.
Leadership
He
style.
he loves his quarterback. Do you remember when he took the job? He's like, wow, I get to coach
Right.
Justin Herbert. I mean, he loves, and he built that offensive line. Joe Alt, his first ever pick. I don't know how they're winning. I don't know how the offense is scoring, but they do just enough to win. So, Ryan, you're taking them, right?
Chargers all day.
You know how they're winning. They're winning like remember in 2021, towards the end of the season, we started to see what the Lions could be, and they really started to play for Dan Campbell. Well, you're seeing the same version of that, but better players. The Chargers are a better team than the Lions were then that are doing the same thing. They're buying into their coach. They're buying into Jim Harbaugh, who has a track record of winning. This is going to be the best coach. This is the best coach. The best talent is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
It's the Cincinnati Bengals by far, but it's the coach. I don't like Zach Johnson.
Yeah.
I just do not like him at all. And Jim Harbaugh's got these guys going. Give me the Fighting Jimmies, as they've been dubbed by Ryan Ermanni.
Okay, Ken, have you had enough?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I really wanted to pick the Chargers, but I don't think the Bills are dead. I mean, the Bengals are dead yet, man. Give me Joe Cool and the boys, man. I would much rather have 2 chances to win this game than 1. Let me get them.
Tell you what, I'm going to I wanted to take the Chargers and Jim Harbaugh so bad because I do love their future and I love Jim Harbaugh, but I'm going to go with the Bengals and take the 1.5 on the road there, Tommy, because I think the Bengals are just way overdue. They need to win this game, and I think this will be a typical good old-fashioned Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase game.
Man, do you see what those guys are doing?
Yeah,
They're like breaking records.
Right.
Jamar Chase is ridiculous with it right now. It's remember when we were having that conversation? Everybody was on Justin Jefferson because of the numbers and the stats, and I always took Jamar Chase. It's just different. It's something different about Jamar Chase. He's not that tall.
T. Higgins is back, too.
Which makes it even easier. Jamar Chase is a different wide receiver. I don't know how to explain it. I would take him over Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. This is the last stand. I'll take Cincy's last stand.
Yep.
This is it.
That's how I feel.
Give me the Bengals. And finally, our game, the Jags and the Lions. I think we all know what everyone's taking. Maybe Braylon will throw a curveball. 14 points.
Right. He the only one.
14 points. Ken, I'll let you because I know what you're picking. So go ahead.
Yeah, you already know. Forward down the field. If the Jags cover this spread, I'll quit my job.
Oh,
no, you will not.
No, you will not.
No, you
No,
will
you
not.
will not.
I'll put it on the guy.
No, you will not.
Kenny went with the Jags?
Yeah, you said what?
You went with the Jags?
No, I'm saying if the Jags cover that spread, I'll quit my job.
Oh, okay.
Give me the
No, you
Lions.
will not.
I got the Lions as well.
49-10.
Pete,
Lions. Come on, guys.
Gray, it's up to you. You got the dollar bid here.
It's going to be funky, but
Come on,
they'll
come
cover.
on,
It's
bro.
going to be funky. It's going to be something like.
You got the dollar
You
bid
didn't learn
here.
from the Titans, man. That was 11.
It's going to be like
24-3.
You got the dollar bid.
It's going to be like 42 to 8, 28.
28, they're not scoring.
Excuse me, 42.
The score.
Yeah, I'll take the Leons.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll take Lions.
Okay. It's a sweep.
All right, guys. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to do a Top 10 Thursday on Friday.
It's a good topic, too, man. I'm
Absolutely.
excited about
But first, a message from us here at WSN. Let me run down your Sunday for you. Terry Foster, Matt Broder kick things off with Woodward in Maine, 8 a.m. to 9 right here on Woodward Sports. Then the pregame show, 10 a.m. to noon, live from Second Best Bar. It is all brought to you by Tangerine Space Machine, Taller, your local long drink, Sabbath Coffee, Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, and Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC.
And you can fuel your Lions fandom with the perfect cup and become a subscriber of Sabbath Coffee Roasters. Whether you're gearing up for a big game or savoring a quiet morning, Sabbath Coffee Roasters has you covered with fresh, locally roasted specialty coffee delivered right to your door. Head to www.sabbathcoffeeroasters.com. Choose your favorite roast, use the code word Woodward, and you'll get 25% off your first subscription order. Awake and unwind, support local, and enjoy game day right with Sabbath Coffee Roasters. We're coming right back, folks.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward in Maine, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and WoodwardSports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
You're an ugly guy. That's okay, because you have a hot girl on your arm. Now Woodward Sports and Les Stanford want to reward you for outkicking your coverage.
I am ugly as by traditional standards.
That's right. If your significant other's hotter than you can win tickets to the Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So find the best pic of her with the average-looking you and post it on X or Instagram.
You ain't got no alibi, you ugly.
25th. Then you and your much better looking lady will get tickets to watch Dan Campbell and the Kneecappers.
We're going to bite a kneecap off.
Inside of Ford Field on Thanksgiving. So find the best pick of her and the worst pick of you. And show us all how you outkicked your coverage.
Mama said you ugly. Hey!
From Woodward Sports and Les Stanford. A network for the city, by the city. Woodward Sports is Detroit Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
The most talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media. And we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
You can head to shop.woodwardsports.com right now and load up on some of the greatest Detroit sports merch around. As we all know, the Lions are going to be in session at least until mid-February. And then after them, the Tigers will start their spring training. So load up on some Lions and Tigers gear. The Red Wings and the Pistons, they're in action all winter long, so you need to stay warm. And you can get Pistons and Red Wings gear as well. Head to shop.woodwardsports.com right now and load up.
You guys got to start listening to me. I don't want to get on my soapbox and tell you I was right, but I was right. I told you yesterday 3 people were going to score touchdowns. I said Brian Robinson Jr., I said Saquon Barkley, I said Jalen Hurts. Saquon even scored twice for you just to make the bet real. If you would have went on Caesar Sportsbook, if you would have made that bet, if you would have bet $10, you would have won $85. $10 we got you 85 last night. This is what Caesar Sportsbook for you. If you want to bet up to $1,000 and not win that bet, you'll get that money back in the bonus bet. That's what Caesar Sportsbook is offering to do for you. You got to take advantage. Take advantage. The holiday season is here. So get a little extra cash for Thanksgiving, a little bit of cash for that Christmas. Woodward 1000 promo code. Scan this QR code. Let's get yourself in business right now. I got the hot ones, baby.
All right, let's get there, Braylon Edwards. It is a Top 10 Thursday on Friday. It's all good. Here we go. What do we got?
A lot of fun. Look, we talk so much about David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs being this electric lightning combat duo in the NFL. KG and I talked a little bit about some of the past duos over the NFL, Chester Taylor and Adrian Peterson. You know, I said, what if we take it back to the college days? What if these two guys played college together? Obviously, David Montgomery went to Iowa State. Jahmyr Gibbs went to Georgia Tech and Alabama, but made me think about the best running back duos in college football history. So this is what I have for you, Maz. Now, I left some of the older school cats out because I know we have a lot of younger crowds.
Right.
So this is within the last 30 years or so.
Okay,
because
buddy.
I could have put some other guys in there. So, but
know
here
you
we go.
could.
Let's have some fun. Running back combos. Now, this was a foursome, if you will, Paul. Todd Gurley was one of the best running backs the NFL had seen in the 5-year space. You know what happened to him. Sony Michel was also on that team. Nick Chubb was also on that team. And Detroit's own DeAndre Swift.
Jeez.
All on the same team.
Detroit's
now, the
own?
reason why they're 10th, I mean, they didn't win any Heisman trophies, nor did they win national championships. So when you look at the duos, if they're ahead of them, they won a national championship or a Heisman trophy. So hell of a combo. I mean, all of them made to the NFL. I think all of them were first-round picks.
And all of them flamed out in 3 years or less. Except for Gurley. Gurley had like 4, but
Yeah, Gurley had 84 touchdowns in like 5 years. Like something just stupid.
Dang.
Like he's still like if you go running backs in the end, whatever, it was stupid. But here we go. Number 9. Priest Holmes, hell of a career at Kansas City Chiefs, but Ricky Williams, what he was at Texas and even in the NFL, Heisman Trophy winner when he retired. He's all-time leading rusher and 9 yards because Ron Dane still has that, but touchdowns, 100-yard games, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So shout out to Ricky Williams, who all he does is like to get high nowadays.
I love it.
You know what I'm
God
saying?
bless him.
It's legal, so shout out to him for the fight. Number 8, Clinton Portis, Willis McGahee, and Frank Gore.
That's mean.
And Clinton Portis and Willis McGahee ran to the NFL because they knew what Frank Gore was gonna be. ACL injuries in college kind of derailed him a little bit, but he's the 3rd all-time leading running back in NFL history. Willis McGahee, you saw the nasty injury against Ohio State. They were en route to winning a national championship. He still goes in the first round, and he and I made the Pro Bowl the same year. And Clinton Portis, what, 6 touchdown game when he was in Denver? Hell of a career for the Redskins, now Commanders, as well as the Denver Broncos. So national championship, 2 of them in this cast. 7. No national championship, no Heisman, but man, you talk about the Arkansas Razorbacks, Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, and Peyton Hillis as the secret dark horse. They were
He made a Madden cover.
He did. 2 Madden covers out of it because
saved somebody's life
made
too.
college.
Yep.
And Peyton Hillis made the NFL.
Yep.
And Felix Jones was cold too. This is a mean, underrated tandem coming in.
Good call in here, man.
Felix played for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Played for the Cowboys, right?
You bet.
Number 6. Now, I had the privilege of coming out in this same draft class. This is the 2005. Ronnie Brown, who took my spot in Miami.
He did.
Still mad at you. And then Cadillac Williams. Ronnie went 2nd overall. Cadillac went 5th to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They won a national championship at Auburn that year, that undefeated year with Carlos Rogers was the DB, and Jason Campbell was the quarterback. They were a really good team, but I don't think they would have beat that USC team.
Jason Campbell go to the Raiders?
No, the Redskins.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
Went to the Skins.
Good call.
26 overall, I want to say. What you think about that top 5 right there? There's some backs right there.
Well, I mean, clearly what
That's
the
great.
Miami Hurricane situation is 8. I mean, Clinton Portis, Willis McGahee, and Frank Gore. I mean, it's just that says it all.
Yeah,
Listen,
100%.
I'll take the number 10. I'll take him right now. What you have at number 10,
100%.
I will take that backfield.
100%. Hey, look, it's a mean backfield. We got some coming up.
Yep.
And I think rightfully so. So let's
hang on a second, Bray. Let me try something here. Yeah, this is gonna work. Here we go, Bray. Hang on now. Hang on. Here we go.
Bleep it out if you will.
Yeah, we'll start there.
Right, here we go, Maz. I had to throw one old school one in there. They were nicknames. What was their nickname, Maz?
I'm still looking to see who they are. I can't
it's
see.
Eric Dickerson and Craig James.
Oh, Pony Express.
There we go. Pony Express, the best backfield that money can buy. Eric Dickerson, 1,600 yards, and Craig James, 938, 18 touchdowns for Dickerson, 12 touchdowns for James. And they won a national championship. I told you.
Man.
You got. Oh, and by the way, won the Heisman as well. They're in here at number 5.
And of course, they are 30 for 30, called Pony Excess.
Hey, look, now it's legal. So at the end of the day, my hat's off to
Ron Meyer, the head coach.
Craig James, fantastic broadcaster.
Great broadcaster.
He was good.
Yeah, he was good. Number 4, they had to make the list.
Yeah.
No Heisman trophies, but we watched the road. We watched the 3 years.
The sexiest man alive, Blake Corum. He made People magazine.
I did see that. It's the smile, ladies and gentlemen, just like Desmond Howard, so they say. Blake Corum, you saw it. We saw what they did. You saw the numbers. You saw the touchdowns. Donovan Edwards. And they finally got the national championship last year. Put them in here at number 4. Number 3, Pete.
There you go, buddy.
Look at that.
Man.
Nice job, Pete.
Alabama.
Roll
Nelly.
Tide.
Yep.
Trent Richardson, Mark Ingram, and Eddie Lacy, all first-round running backs. In fact, Trent Richardson drafted 3rd overall to the Browns like somebody else. I know Eddie Lacy 19th to the Packers, and then Mark Ingram was 10th, I want to say, or 20th to the
I'm sorry.
to the Saints.
I'm dropping this number.
You said what?
I'm dropping them.
Yeah.
I'm putting number 10 where number 3 is.
I
I'm not
understand
mad
you,
at
but Maz, I'm going by national championships and Heisman trophies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number
National
3 overall
championships
pick for Trent Richardson,
and in
too,
fact,
by the
number
way.
3 beat 10.
Yeah.
So,
But
look,
Mark
at the-
Ingram was the only good pro back out of
Yeah,
those
but
3.
out of all of them, I'm just saying.
But it says college.
You're right.
I hear you.
I know.
I
We're
was just bringing it up.
Let us be argumentative.
I understand, but he's talking about the NFL.
So was I,
It says
basically.
NCAA.
So was I.
NCAA.
Yeah. I got you.
NCAA.
I
Number 2.
automatically go to the NFL. You know me.
I feel you. Number 2, Reggie Bush and Lindell White. I played against them. I saw what it was.
Number 1.
Reggie Bush, come on. Like the most electrifying player that I saw with my own 2 eyes. I think he's the best of all time in terms of electricity. He's just elite. And Lindell White will lead the team in rushing every year.
Yep.
So Reggie have all these highlights of 1,600 yards, and Lindell will have 18 and 23 touchdowns. Like I've never seen a backfield like that dynamic. And they won 2 national championships. Reggie won the Heisman, and Lindell could have won the Heisman based on his numbers. Number 1, it's a simple
Figured it was.
mathematics.
Ooh,
Barry Sanders,
wow,
Heisman Trophy, best running back season in college football history. He was in the same backfield with Thurman Thomas. Since you want to bring the NFL into the equation, both are now in Kent.
Wow.
So I just figured Thurman Thomas, Barry Sanders, more so Barry Sanders' 1988 season had them number 1.
Very good.
It's a fun list.
That's one of my favorite lists ever right
I
there.
agree. Mike G says Lindell White is a great interview. We got to get Lindell White
We
back
had him on.
now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got to get Lindell.
Hey, show that picture behind you guys because that is a work of art.
Shout out to Ryan Lynch and the boys in the
That
back.
is a work of art.
Can you imagine those 2 in the same backfield in college?
I'd hang that on my wall, that picture.
That's dope.
That's Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery
Isn't that
for
beautiful?
not the USC Trojans, for
No.
the Iowa State Cyclones.
Isn't that great?
Right.
That's awesome.
Those are our guys, man.
See, a lot of fun, man. It's been
Well
a
done.
lot of
Nice job.
I appreciate that. It's been a lot of great duos in college, man. But I think when you look at those, you look at the carryover from college to, as man says, the NFL. Then you mix it in the hard world, a bunch of dope Walker winners in there. So I think it was a fun list.
That's great stuff, guys. All right, we're going to take a break. Come
Nice.
right back. More
Thank you,
NFL next.
thank you.
But first, the message.
Post. Got
from
you
us
out of
here
here,
at the
man.
post-game show. Thanks. I see you.
Sorry, buddy.
Join Stick and Anderson following the game. Look, we are right to the BS. We want to talk about the game, talk about the blowout that's going to happen this week. The best place to do it is with the number 1 network in the state. That's Woodward Sports. Live at the Hayes Social, Sabbath Coffee Roasters and Soroki's. Look, they pay for us to come in and talk stuff about this Detroit Lions team. Tell them more, dude. Tell them who sent you. It's Woodward Sports. We want you to be a part of the party. So join Stick and Answer as they break it down. You know the Jags are going down, but you got to hear why they went down. So join the show immediately following the game.
Oh, and taller, the Dutch long drink from New Holland Brewing Company. And y'all know what it is, man. Small batch gin, 100% grapefruit, all natural ingredients for a delicious flavor. Taller is your local long drink.
It's the New Holland Brewing Company Lions pregame watch party. Every Lions home game live from Second Best Bar, Detroit. Enjoy the pregame hype with a live broadcast every week with Woodward Sports personalities like Neil Rule, Sean Belegian, and the Heavyweights. Brought to you in part by Sabbath Coffee and Les Stanford Automotive. Great drinks like Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, Tangerine Space Machine, Taller Long Drink, great environment, and even better food. It's the New Holland Brewing Company Lions pregame watch party live from Second Best Bar, Detroit. Brought to you in part by Sabbath Coffee Roasters and Les Stanford Automotive. Come get some.
You're an ugly guy. That's okay, because you have a hot girl on your arm. Now Woodward Sports and Les Stanford want to reward you for outkicking your coverage.
I am ugly as by traditional standards.
That's right. If your significant other's hotter than you could win tickets to the Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So find the best pic of her with the average-looking you and post it on X or Instagram.
U-G-L-Y-N, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly. What? You ugly.
Make sure you tag at Woodward Sports and follow us to enter. We'll announce the winner November 25th. Then you and your much better-looking lady will get tickets to watch Dan Campbell and the Kneecappers.
We're going to buy the kneecap off.
Inside of Ford Field on Thanksgiving. So find the best pic of her and the worst pic of you. And show us all how you outkicked your coverage.
Your mama said you ugly, hey.
From Woodward Sports and Les Stanford. A network for the city, by the city. Woodward Sports is Detroit sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
The most talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
If you want to know where the best Lions pregame party is going to be this Sunday morning, you can join us at Detroit's very own Second Best Bar, located at 42 Watson Street, for the ultimate fan experience. Enjoy some smooth Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey while catching the Woodward Sports pregame show only at the Second Best Bar. Come get some.
All right, gang, welcome back. Lions and Jaguars this week from Ford Field. Just the second home game since October 1st for these Lions. 4 of the last 5 have been on the road. Lions, of course, go on the road next week at Indianapolis. And then you've got the Bears and the Packers, a couple of Thursday night games. Well, Thursday Thanksgiving and then Thursday night against the Packers. So good stuff. One of our favorite guys to listen to as he breaks down the video is Brian Baldinger. Baldinger broke down Amon-Ra St. Brown and Brian Branch. We're going to start with the breakdown of Amon-Ra St. Brown. Take a listen to this.
There's not a game that goes by where I don't watch the Lions and go, I don't see this anywhere else. It's 3rd and 5. Goff gives Jahmyr Gibbs the sign, get out of here. Now, all the action starts to the right. Gibbs, Goff, rolling this way. But meanwhile, here comes the center Ragnow, and here comes Sewell. So get the Texans going right, then give it to Amon-Ra St. Brown and pick up 2 blockers, including Penei Sewell. And on 3rd and 5, go pick up 7 yards. It's a run. It's safe. It looks like it's going to be an empty set. You're thinking pass, and they come back with an old crossbuck right there. Like, they just do things creatively and differently than other teams.
Braylon, it's interesting because I saw a stat this morning. We talked about this a little bit when it came to the Washington-Philadelphia game. Cliff Kingsbury, his offenses get worse as the season goes on. And you were talking about, film catches up to you. His record in the first 7 games as head coach, 56-29. His record after the first 7 weeks of the season as a head coach, Cliff Kingsbury, even though he's offensive coordinator now, something like 22-59. So to highlight that point, how good Ben Johnson is, that not only in the season, after years of this offense, people can't catch up to it.
There's a couple reasons why, but when you start to put your blueprint out there, Ryan, for lack of a better word, it has tendencies. And this is what teams pick on more. When teams are watching film, they look at the tendencies. Oh, okay, I see every time they motion J-Mill on this particular formation, here comes a jet sweep. Where I see every time Amon-Ra does a return motion on the right side to the field, they're looking to go opposite with Dave Montgomery. When you don't play off of that, when you don't change that, and you start using these tendencies, and then it actually is what it is, it makes it easier for defenses or coordinators to see what it is and scheme against it and set themselves up, set their teams up. Going back to what the offense is doing, like a play like that with Amon-Ra St. Brown, the reason why it works, Ryan, also, is everybody wants to do whatever it takes to win. Players are open to doing things that are different. A lot of times you'll get on teams where receivers just want to do certain things. Hey, look, I just want to line up wide. I want to run outside routes. I want to run outside breaking routes and things of that nature. Or, look, I'm a slot wide receiver. This is what I do. I'm a running back. Every person in this offense, every skilled player, it's like, hey, however you need me. If you want to give me a little shovel right here or you want me to run in reverse, even if this is not something that I'm typically doing, I know that I can do it, so I'm comfortable. Players are comfortable doing other things, like a 7-yard quick flip toss to Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's a running back play, or is it?
A franchise record, 7 straight games with a touchdown pass. On a team that has so many different weapons, man, this guy continues to produce.
It lets you know how Jared Goff feels about Amon-Ra St. Brown. Regardless of what is going on in the game, he wants Amon-Ra to score that touchdown, because you know what that touchdown says? It's a very small thing for, it may seem that, but it's not. You my guy. I want to get you in the end zone. I want after every game, you at least have a touchdown. You may have 40 yards receiving. You may have 30. But I'm going to find an organic way to get my guy, Amon-Ra St. Brown, the ball. It's a reward. And you got to appreciate that by Jared Goff. I would love that if I was wide out.
Here's Brian Baldinger breaking down the play of one Brian Branch.
It wasn't the best start for the Lions or Penei Sewell in this game. But right here before the half, bam, Penei, just sit on your victim right there. All right, Goff gets out. He's able to throw a Hail Mary. All right, now it gets intercepted. But you watch some of these moves right here. Like, watch this swat. Swat. Now get out. Get out and lead. Just looking for red jerseys. Like anybody in a red jersey, just push them. Just knock them. Like Gibbs just cutting right off him. 33 yards down the field. Like you could have given Sewell the ball. You watch this right here. Like this touchdown by Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like nobody's going to survive that right there. Like he's got 2 right now in his periscope. And Amon-Ra St. Brown cuts in. And the Lions make a comeback. It was really pretty phenomenal what they did in the second half of that game.
Brian Branch and this Detroit Lions secondary specifically, and I think he's the quarterback for that, Braylon. You talk about how bad this secondary was last year.
It was awful.
It was awful. They made a commitment to go out there and trying to fix it this offseason.
Yeah.
They are one of the few teams, and I don't have the stat in front of me right now, but they're one of the few teams in the history of the NFL that have ever gone 9 weeks with an interception in every game so far through 9 weeks and not allowing more than 1 touchdown pass in any single game. That's an incredible turnaround for a defensive backfield that was much maligned.
Yeah, one of the biggest things is, Aaron Glenn got some players. You got players that can play. You cannot underestimate what it means to have guys that are like that. Carlton Davis II, you see it, and you match him up on their best man. He has no problem. It's safe. It's comfortable. You're not looking and worried. You look at what Terry Arnold is coming after the first 4 weeks. You don't hear his name as much. Last couple weeks, a penalty here, a penalty there, but just playing much better. He's an Alabama kid. He's much different than the guys that AG has had. Kirby Joseph has blossomed in this role. He had the great first year. He had an interesting second year. Now here he is showing you that he's like that. And Brian Branch, Brian Branch may go down in history as one of the best second-round draft picks of all time just off of what he's doing right now. So he got the talent. When you're a guy like Aaron Glenn that's not only studied the game, you know the game, you've played the game at the highest level, you give them some talent, it's amazing what they can do.
No doubt about it. All right, guys. How about this? Remember the scene of James Houston crapping his pants? I mean, that's what he did. I don't know how else to say it. He went to the bathroom in his pants, and it was number 2. It was
brown Gatorade.
It was what it was. The Kelsey brothers on their podcast talked about it. They had some fun with it. Take a listen.
Poopgate. Woo! Lions linebacker James Houston went viral this week after allegedly shitting his pants on the field.
Yeah, this is rough. This is why I hate white pants. This is one of the reasons I hate white pants. I would like to say that I have not ever done this. And luckily, I haven't been out there during a game and done this before. But listen, sometimes, you're exerting a lot of effort on the field. And if you get caught in the wrong type of gut situation.
Nah, dude, what do you mean? He said it right here. Hey, y'all, I sat on some Gatorade.
Come on. Dude. Travis, you and I both know he ain't sit on no Gatorade. Not in that exact specific spot. We all know what that is. And he has nothing to be ashamed of. I am here to have your back, James. I have done this.
Dude, I did this before a game once.
What is this?
And
High school?
I felt, like when you shart and you know that there's a possibility something just came up, but you're not certain.
You got white pants. You got to get off the field.
I turned, and I'm not going to announce names. I turned to my buddy, my O-line friend, and I was like, "Hey, can you check me? Because I think I might have just shit myself, right?" And he checks me. He says, "You're good." I go out for warm-ups, do the whole warm-ups. Lane comes up to me after warm-ups. He's like, "Hey, you got shit all up and down your pants right now." So in between warm-ups and the start of the game,
that should seep through.
I keep my shoulder pads on, take off all of my all of my lower half.
All of it.
Get in the shower and showering.
Oh, that's funny as fuck.
And dude,
Yeah.
it was disgusting.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, this is not the first time it's happened. I know many players that this happened to. It could potentially be Gatorade. I think it's probably highly likely it was a shart that went awry. Because it's just this white pants, man. It's risky.
Apologize for some of the language being used there, but unbelievable stuff there, Braylon. You ever experienced anything like this yourself or have a teammate?
Braylon ain't gonna give it up.
No, well, one I didn't. Like wide receivers are different. That's just different body styles. Usually the body style that this happens to the offensive, defensive linemen. I've never seen.
Oh, it's only the fat guys.
I've seen after the fact. Like legitimate. I've seen this happen. The guys on the sideline and you crack jokes, or in the locker room, or it comes out later. So I mean, unfortunately, it comes with the territory. Like he said, it's a lot of pressure, a lot of aggression there sometimes, and you lose track of your body, for lack of a better word. So this isn't anything new, if you will.
Guys,
it's just the white pants stuff.
Yeah.
Guys, can I quickly tell the
Please?
It's a story I heard from Maz, and I don't remember if it was Gates Brown or Willie Horton, but this is 1971 or 72 Tigers. It was either Gates Brown or Willie Horton were given the day off by Mayo Smith, and it's like the 7th inning, and I forgot it was either Brown or Horton. They were really, really hungry, but they knew it was a day off. It was a guaranteed day off, so it was either Brown or Horton went to get 2 hot dogs with mustard. Started eating the hot dogs. All of a sudden, Mayo Smith's like, Gates Brown or Willie Horton, I need you to come into the game. And he's like, oh, what the heck? So he took the hot dog that was yet to be eaten because he didn't want to get caught in the dugout with it. It was against the rules. Put it in his jersey. Ends up hitting a double. And back in those days, they slid head first into the base. And it was either Horton or Gates Brown slid into the base, and there was mustard and ketchup all over the front of the Tigers jersey.
That's incredible, man. It's wild. Pete, you got any fun parlays this weekend or no?
Don't have anything put together yet, but definitely be tweeting out some 30-second segments, and we'll get some parlays Saturday, and then we'll definitely have one for Sunday for the pregame show.
KG, what do you got this weekend?
I might be going out for the John Jones game. Might be meeting up with JB, the John Jones game. John Jones fight. Shout out to JB. But besides that, it's a chill weekend, man.
Yep.
Braylon, what do you got?
Tonight, I'm going to Belleville Catholic Central. I want to see what the buzz is about. Like, I'm going to see Bryce Underwood. I want to see what is this kid that they're talking $10 million for, and they put together this last-second package. So, I'm going with Mike Martin, who is a little bit of a celebrity over there at Catholic Central. That's the school that got him to Michigan. Tomorrow, I'm with KG. You'll probably try to have some people over. Oh, tonight, the Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah.
So, do the Belleville game, Tyson fight, Saturday, chill, kick my feet up, watch a little college football, try to get into that because it's almost that time.
Yep.
And then John Jones, Stipe Miocic.
Yep.
Like, John Jones is the guy that really brought me into UFC full-time, and he's fighting against Stipe Miocic, who's one of the best heavyweights, if not the best heavyweight of all time.
Dog.
So, I'm down in. And then Sundays, you know what time it is, I'm the new favorite Lion fan.
That's right.
Can't root for the Jets. So.
I
still root for the Jets, but hey, look, man, I'm gonna put my business out here.
Yo,
No
my bad.
I'm messing.
Catholic Central's quarterback, I believe, is being recruited by Michigan as well. Younger kid, though, I think.
Like a sophomore.
Yeah, he's like a sophomore, and that's a good football team. That's the state championship game in Division I, and as far as I'm concerned, whoever wins this game is going to win the state championship game in a couple of weeks at Ford Field. I wish they waited to the end of the season to play each other.
It sucks when it happens like that, man. Like, you just really want to see it. But sometimes these games are better because you have the outside crowd. It's really the high school feel. I always hated I always hated the high school state championship games when they're at the Silver Dome, we're at the Ford Field, because there's just not that many people in there because it holds a certain amount. So I've always liked the high school crowds. Like, I wish they played championships at Wayne State or something like that. That gives you that intimate feel, but championship rivalry.
Yeah, no doubt.
What are you doing this weekend?
I'm going to be at Birmingham Groves tonight, just down the street
Go
from us right
Violence,
now.
baby.
De La Salle
13
and
and
Birmingham Groves in Division 2. So that's going to be a fun one for me, and we'll see what happens. But a lot going on. I'm going to get my Christmas lights out tomorrow as well. I've been starting.
Yeah. Going in Clark Griswold mode?
I have. I've been starting, and tomorrow I'll finish it up. I haven't turned anything on yet, but this weekend, tomorrow, we're going to do that.
Joy to the world.
Absolutely. It's going to be so fun.
First Christmas movie. What Christmas movie do you have to watch?
Christmas Vacation and Home Alone. It's the both of them.
Just mine. Christmas Vacation is the best Christmas movie they ever made.
Home Alone, Die Hard, and The Long Kiss Goodnight, which is technically a Christmas movie.
I like how you say Die Hard.
Technically a Christmas movie.
It's Christmas, 100% it's Christmas movie.
Christmas movie.
Yes,
I agree. Christmas movie.
Oh, and Friday After Next.
Friday After Next.
Braylon would know.
You know what they don't have?
It's a Christmas movie. I had to find you. You was always late.
You're right. You know what? There's so many Christmas movies out there and not a ton of Thanksgiving movies.
Yeah.
Obviously, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is one that comes to mind, but I saw a list on Rotten Tomatoes of the best Thanksgiving movies ever made.
Uncle Buck.
You know Rocky was on the list?
Really?
Oh, yeah. The first one and the second one.
Wow.
It's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Pay for the ice.
Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Okay.
So I thought that was pretty
10
interesting.
minutes, $10.
That's pretty crazy. I never considered that, but
Paulie played Santa Claus.
That's right.
Was it part 5? The one we need to forget.
Yeah. Bray, get us out of here.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in with us all week, man. This is Ermanni and Edwards with Maz, and every version of that. We appreciate you for supporting us. My man KG, Uncle Maz, Pete Spivak, Ryan Ermanni. We will keep doing this show as long as you tune in. So keep tuning in. We'll see you next week. Go Lions.
Lions, baby.